Not a brilliant game so far, I think it's fair to say. I'm Rebecca Lowe here in the studio alongside Robbie Mustoe and Robbie Earle. But we do have a couple of highlights for you in our Geico first-half highlights. And we'll begin, Robbie Mustoe, 15 minutes into the game. Yeah, the young players, Emile Smith-Rowe and Bukayo Saka, playing on that right-hand side predominantly, linking up pretty well here. Saka does well, just a little step over, fizzes the ball across. And Aubameyang comes from pretty quickly, can't adjust his feet. That's a really nice reverse pass, though, from Smith-Rowe. And there's the work from Saka there, and the deflection maybe just puts Aubameyang off as he comes in to try and score at the back post. Newcastle's best moment? Yeah, I mean, they've been better, and certainly in the last game that they played, and Almiron does this, he's good at this, he's got good quick feet, he accelerates very quickly here, he's got a little bit of support as he drives inside, always looking here probably to get the ball away, which he does. Andy Carroll at the back post there and gets the ball back again, takes one touch and just can't keep that ball down, but not a bad effort from Miguel Almiron here again. Look at the space he's got there. David Luiz keeps his arms behind his back and does enough. Robbie, you wanted to put the spotlight on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in that first half. I
just wanted to take a look at him, Rebecca. He's the captain of the football club. We know things haven't been going quite so well. 22 Premier League goals last season, only 3 this, 1 goal in his last 9 Premier League appearances. And these were the situations where Aubameyang used to come to life. We've seen him running from this left-hand side, going in on his right foot, which is at his best. Here he's a little bit unlucky. Deflection comes off Darlow and the angle's not great. But I think if you're in confidence, if you're a goal scorer who's scoring goals, I think you may find the back of the net in that situation. And then we see what Aubameyang likes to do, drift in from this left-hand side. Now, we know he likes to go on his right foot, but this shows me lack of confidence, a lack of clarity. He's not really on top of his game. His body's not as sharp. He's not moving as quickly. And it's funny, you know, because when things are going well, you have one thought in your mind and it's the right thought, and you do it and it comes off. At the moment, it looks to me like there's indecision in his head. For the last few years, he's been one of those guaranteed goal scorers. Confidence or lack of service? I mean, he's getting in positions. What do you think is the reason for this drop in form? I think mainly a lack of service, a lack of being in a quality side. I mean, he did things last season with the FA Cup final, scoring the goals to win that. He's done remarkably well for them. And when he doesn't get in big numbers at this point in the season, you do start to think, well, like, it's just surprising more. So I just don't think he can suddenly turn into a bad player. He's 31 years of age. He signed a new contract. You know, it's a bad spell for him, but I don't think it's anything that should unduly worry anybody at Arsenal, the fans, that all of a sudden he's not going to be able to do it anymore. Robbie Mustoe felt that Newcastle were a little bit better from the useless Newcastle that Steve Bruce called them against Sheffield United. Do you think there's been a reaction? Yeah, I thought they started the game quite well. They've gone on the front foot. Almiron on the right-hand side was causing a few problems. They haven't really been able to service the front two that much. Defensively, they've been in decent shape. Arsenal have not been able to get to the byline, where if you get behind the defence, then all of a sudden Lascelles and Clark are not as strong. They can't go and win those balls. So from Newcastle's point of view, there has been a reaction. Now it's about how they can do things at the other end of the pitch. From Arsenal's point of view, can they get a bit more creative in that last third? Can Newcastle take something, in your opinion? I think they can. I think they can. I just expect Arteta to get into the attacking players. I mean, a lot of the build-up players have been good from Arsenal, but I know the young player Saka, and I know Emile Smith-Rowe is a young player. They've got to get on the ball and make things happen a little bit more in that final third. OK, well, Mikel Arteta has certainly witnessed an up... Off a brace on a good day for the Gunners.
It was a good day. As I say, they move up to 10th in the league, although they're a point clear of Villa, although they have played 4 games more than Aston Villa at this stage. Villa do play tomorrow. So we talked about Aubameyang pre-game at half-time. Round out that story for us. He really needed those goals. Yeah, he needed the goals. Certainly been in bad form, but you know, he can score that sort of goal, and he can go on runs of goals as well. If you look at his goals over previous seasons, he always gets a good number. He won't be as high this season, but I just think that class is permanent, and you know, the form will come back, and maybe today's the start of that. Do you expect Arsenal to maintain this kind of form for the rest of the season? Have they now hit their gear? That's
got to be the hope, Rebecca, going top half of the table. And what I liked about the second half is, looked to me as though the Arsenal group were enjoying their football. We saw some interplay. We saw full-backs getting wider. Aubameyang gets his goal. We see the smile. We see the backflip. We see things that are important to a group of players who are going to go on a run now. And the standard's been set over these last few weeks. You know, it wasn't that long that Arteta was in the Steve Bruce position. Needs to get some results. They've gone through that now. Now he's got to get the consistency from here to the end of the season.
I really liked Arsenal today, Rebecca. And I know first half wasn't great. I watched the last game that they played that was really disappointing. I like its simple system. Kieran Tierney is an excellent defender, was back in the side. Thomas Partey, Rob, is going to, alongside Granit Xhaka, you know, set up the Aubameyang goal initially. I wanted more of those young players, Emil Smith-Rowe and Saka. I said that at half-time. We saw that they combined for a goal. Confidence will build. I think they will now go on a decent run of form. I think they've obviously hit rock bottom. They're coming out of that now, and I like its simple system. I like it.
Before the game, Steve Bruce said he, quote, is convinced we'll get a reaction from the players after the terrible display against Sheffield United. How do you think he'll take that today?
They just kind of started the game not too bad, Rebecca, but it looks to me like, where Rob said simple system for Arsenal, the way they played, it looks a bit confusing. They don't quite look good enough to have the ball that well and progress and outplay teams. At the moment, they're not defending that well enough to stop teams scoring. It looks a bit like neither one nor other, and it looks hard work. Everything about Newcastle at the moment looks hard work. Nothing looks like it's coming easy. There's no combinations. There's no interplay. There's nothing that really makes you think, oh, this is going in the right direction.
Are they good enough to be in the Premier League?
I think they are. I mean, they were 13th last season, got a good points total. It's just worrying, Rebecca. Just on the last game against Sheffield United, the worst team in the league, they had a very defensive team. They go away from home against Arsenal with a very attacking side. 4-4-2, all the strikers out there. 8 changes. It just makes you think, wow, Steve Bruce, I know he's under pressure and he's got to make some changes, but wow, where are they now, right now? Where are they? What team are we going to see next time? Attacking? Defending? Which system? Who's going to play? Yeah, crisis.
OK, crisis at Newcastle.